Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity I'm having. Alan Wake 2 Lakehouse Adventure. Here there's not a lot of this game then, but we shall give it. Seems bad. Just warming up, you know. Continue button. Hello. Hey. How are you? Oh, I just realised she's got paint all over her coat. That's funny. Funny? Well... Button. I'm not doing great in this computer game. There was a massive. I've only been playing this for a couple of hours. I took a break and left the thingy up. Well, so I've not been on for that long. Oh, you need bullets, don't I? Ooh. So the gimmick of Alan Wake. Do you know Alan Wake, the first one? Alan Wake is an author. Specifically, he makes sort of crappy, sort of noir pulp fiction. The implication is he wrote a Max Payne. If you don't know who Max Payne is, that's fine. But he's in Alan Wake 1. He's brought to the town of not Night Springs. The town of Bright Falls. And in Bright Falls, there's Cauldron Lake. And it turns out any art you create on Cauldron Lake becomes real, because Cauldron Lake is either a portal or a sort of eldritch horror trying to seep in. So Alan Wake ends up essentially writing a story sort of influenced by a witch into trying to manifest herself into the real world. And Alan Wake has to sort of prevent that, but he has to follow the rules of narrative. So these are the Taken. And I'm fighting right now. There's presumably bullets somewhere. Oh, I could probably use that. So that's not what I wanted to use. Fuck. Right. I'm gonna die. Fuck that. Sounds like that. I mean, that was like 13 years ago, because Alan Wake 1 was 13 years ago. So at a certain point, there's in this. In a game called Control, there's the Federal Bureau of Control, and I don't know if you know what an SCP is, but imagine like the X-Files or Fringe. They're like a unit of the government that look into paranormal activity, and specifically seek to like categorize and box up and control it. They're not very good at it. So the Lakehouse is a government facility next to a magical lake. What is this? Spooky noise. And something shit. The part of the lake is seeped in. Oh yeah, I'm doing well. I've completed 6 games in the last fortnight. A lot of that is coincidental. I don't have one of these. Really must search the cupboards. Okay, fuck it, we're using a grenade instead. Yeah, I mean, it's because I play lots of games at once as well, so, I kind of want them all to turn up at once. definitely need more ammo. Yes, because I will finish this. What was it? Okami HD, East. Okay, it's quite hard to get. It's 6 games. Now I've lost count. It was at least 4 games. I feel like there was some short ones. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Is 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, a game called Normality, which is actually taking me 25 years to complete, mainly because I played the demo. Okami HD, Forgotten City. I don't remember that. I'm trying to get a... So I'm letting them kill me because I'm trying to get a good start. If I can get a good start, get through it. I think it has been 6. I'd have to look. We definitely need to do this and then quick. Oh, just nothing. Fuck you this time. I'm gonna have to remember the dodge button. There we go. I'm gonna go back in there. So in this one, they've done two things, because literally the lake is seeping in. But metaphorically, it's got in because they're studying artists, so they've kidnapped an artist and they're forcing him to paint, which is making him go insane, which is making him make crazy paint, which is... And they've built 1,000 typewriters to AI, like, generate more Alan Wake pages as an experiment. So it's like weird anti-arts being made. There we go. Bullets.
Using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Wasn't quite done with that floor.
Level 1.
You fucking bastard! Killed my team. He was taken by the shadow.
Oh, I see. Yes.
I should get that gun while I'm up here.
What the darkness does is it turns you. How you get turned into a taken is it exaggerates your worst features and turns you into a monster that way. So the scientists were being abusive because of the darkness seeping in as well. It's kind of cyclical. Okay, so we need to. Where the hell's going? We can save. I wish I didn't miss the line there. Paint monsters. I don't know how to find the paint monster. Ah, fuck! I might as well just get there. Fuck are you?
That name is
is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow.
Comes to my lab and treats me like some kind of assistant. Un putain d'assistant? Moi? I run the Lakehouse. This is my facility. Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin, prétentieux. The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star. And he made fun of the name. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name. To see ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. And I will break it.
I love them. It's the new I'd come here. Get to that. Progress update 5. Got the firing mechanism working. It's throwing good. The test projectiles a good distance. Turned out pretty nicely. Fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe here, but at least it works. Now I need some actual black rock for the tests. I know there was some on sub-level 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor.
There was a crack in the Lakehouse. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
That's what they're quoting. Monsters. Oh, it's Black Rock Gun.
Okay, this should get me down to sub-level 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
021219. It's hello to celebrate the arrival of fall. I've bought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner. Okay, I know that. Nut allergies. Significant, yeah, okay, no, that would. Hello, Carla. Decided to reassign you from Project Ramnus to inventory management. Your title will be changed from senior researcher to acting inventory supervisor, effective immediately. You may find this change sudden, but I no doubt somebody with a nut allergy like yourself can prefer the work alone in inventory booth than out in the open where any dangerous pies may be waiting to hurt you. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making unfounded HR complaints. Separate. Nice. Oh god, it's coming back. Where do we want to go? Forgot the elevator moves. That's quite a cool, like, spooky idea. You don't quite a handle.
Okay, blackrock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these. The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Been in that.
Sublevel 2.
How'd you? Readings report. Threshold activity. Readings collected over the last 48 hours show a rising increase in activity stemming from Cauldron Lake threshold, likely indicating an imminent AWE scenario. Highest recorded reading exceeded the safety limit, necessitating a general alert and requesting assistance. The assigned AWE response team, whether no alert or contact with external teams has been made, for the recent amendments to this procedure, specified the monitoring team will take no action until turn off either Dr. Marmont or Dr. Marmont been received. Considering the rate of inflation that recent data indicates, the monitoring team strongly recommends the AWE response team be contacted immediately. Signed, Harris Cross, lead threshold analyst. Altered world event. Hello, Craig. Oh, AEW.
Lane was found dead in his cell this morning. It's an unfortunate setback.
What do you mean? Read on the screen.
But when a door is closed, a window is opened. I believe that's the saying. Lane may be gone, but he left us with a goodbye present. A final piece of art. This piece is different. It's raw emotion, pure truth.
Oh, I see.
He put everything he had into this one. Literally. Every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key.
Yeah, I'm told they flipped them.
I will achieve what no one has before me. Not darling, that arrogant shit. Not my selfish harpy or the wife.
So, we have a painter and a painting that can talk. Clearly connected.
There's
But Lane was dead before any of this even happened.
the painting alive.
I never needed any of it. The fools will finally see me for the genius I am.
Oh, fuck. Ooh, I broke it. Don't close the door, Mr. Paint. love that my cup breaks the camera. There's too much white on the screen. Oh, still going. Oh, these are taken as well. Where was I? This is a different fucking floor. Fuck.
The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Sublevel 2.
It's the way out as well. There's the pie. Got nuts in there, be careful. Hoping for some ammo, to be honest. Better be something good in this room. Background report, Rudolph Lane. Lane was inadvertently involved in AWE 35 while residing in Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. See his file for information, crimes and arrests. Lane was seriously injured during AWE. He received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he was questioned and cleared by FBC staff. After Cauldron Lake Lodge was seized and closed by the FBC, Lane moved to Watery, where he currently resides. Some recent surveillance confirms he has no known personal relationships or affiliations with paranatural groups. Requested, the observation team has confirmed that Lane continued as of the date of this. Fucking run away, you coward. Yeah, I don't need them. No reason for me to go that direction anyway. Dr. Jules Marmont, go ahead of research. Head of research? Okay, I can fucking hear him. Need to read that thing. She doesn't have like a mind reading place. Dickhead, I'm trying to read the thing!
No one has before.
Oh, he goes into the wall. That's a really cool touch. You just specifically don't like that room.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Yeah, he came back last time. Head of research of the Lakehouse, it is important that I'm informed of all proceedings in the facility since the other Dr. Marmont failing to provide me with details of her team's progress. Ask that you all seek information on the members of her team. Anyone who comes to me with details on Project Arbiter's current progress will be rewarded. That would be nice, but Kim says no. Go back to 3, which I did not finish.
Sublevel 3.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad.
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
Found new pages written by Wake. He must have gotten Rudolph Lane painting again. His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. The proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold.
Oh yeah, she's trying to use AI to copy. It's not working.
Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine.
Ah.
You simply have to push the right buttons.
So I recently finished a game called The Forgotten City. And The Forgotten City is all about like the golden rule, which is a law which technically it's do unto others as you'd have them do unto yourselves. And technically speaking, the Romans, the Egyptians, Sumerians, they all had a version of this rule. And like there's a whole thing about like obeying the law, and like that's the simplest form. You just can't quite get it right. It's all these technicalities. And even the villain, which is a spoiler, who by turning people into statues just fundamentally doesn't understand how complicated it is not to sin, because there's always like this weird technicality around, and it's like that's what she's doing. She's found a loophole and expects that to actually work. Use art with the power, shadow. Use art with the power. The shadow must first define art. Thesis. Does a critic define what art is? Where do we find critics? Kidnap, luring critics? Or the audience? Are we the audience? Must we like the art? What is the role of an artist? Who is an artist? You believe you're an artist? Are you one? You need to be good. Does quality matter? Find an artist. A drug-using bum who wears turtlenecks and drinks red wine. Left-wing political views. Danger if left-wing politics made by by the shadow. Any right-wing artists, not for abstract art or poems. I will say there is right-wing art. Like, I'm left-wing, and it's always, you know, Disco Elysium is very, very left-wing, and it's fun to pretend that there isn't. But like, Death Wish, I don't think I've not seen Death Wish, but Death Wish, which is like a right-wing power fantasy, that's still art. Just because it doesn't I don't think it reflects any kind of truth. At the very least, there's something interesting in there, even if it wasn't intended. But yeah, what I'm enjoying is there's a right way and a wrong way to read this, which is kind of funny. Don't think of this as the game asking these questions. That's not like the point. The point is, like, Alan Wake has been trying to grapple with this idea for like 13 years, and he's a hack novelist trying to at least follow rules that he understands. And now scientists are just trying to clerically quantify art in a way that's physically not possible. Is it? But then it's like, oh yeah, we just have to solve the problem just by figuring out what art is. I was like, yeah, good luck with that. There's the door out. Ah! Cheeky fuck. I don't want to press the map because she talks on the lift. No, no, no.
This is not level 4.
Please hold. Please hold.
You know, time moves forwards when you pause, John. Look out. What did I want to... You know about Rudolph Lane?
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man.
I think you are Rudolph Lane.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself, a self-portrait. Make them see.
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No push. Just insane.
was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush, just himself. The strokes were crude, violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
That will be fighting. Is Rudolph Lane in Alan Wake? I know there's a painter. Wouldn't surprise me if it was that guy. Oh, five underneath. Oh yeah, we never actually reached 4, did we? It's pain elevators.
Sublevel 4.
Shifting geometry bullshit.
Ooh, nice office.
It's a bu-
Diana sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred.